This video is brought to you by Sailing World and SailingWorld.com.
This is Tim Robinson from Sailing World magazine. We're going to take a look at all the knives featured in the May issue of Sailing World magazine. When a boat flips and is potentially going to sink, or you're being pulled below the surface of the water, you don't have a lot of options, and so you want to give yourselves as many as you can. Well, you got three basic types here: the straight blade, safety cutter, and the folding style. This Gerber straight blade, obviously it's dangerous. They come, most of them come with a sheath so you can get them out. The safety cutter, the idea here is it's a tiny little piece that you can have on you. It would have a nice tether here, lanyard, you'd grab it, and you'd be able to get a piece of line, whatever it is, your tether, and you'd cut it right off. And the third style, this is a Spyderco, is just your typical folding knife. The beauty of these guys is that they've made it, the requirement is that you open it with one hand, not two. So using this thumb here, you can really just kind of flip it right out. You'd clip it into your person, grab it, cut. Here you have the Spyderco, one of the Spydercos. A couple quick features. Here's your checklist. Blade, locks, they all have it. This is a locking mechanism so you can unlock it. It's got to be able to lock, can't move it. Blade, serrated here. Okay, you can get some serrated halfway and then flat the rest of the way. So that's an option. This is helpful. Think of one-handed opening. We'll demonstrate that in a bit. Eye for the lanyard here. Really should have a lanyard. You know you're going to drop it. Clip for the pocket, wherever you're going to stash it. Here we have another Spyderco. Take a look. Think about one-handed opening. We know it's going to open like this. When you grab it, there's the clip. When you grab it, can you do that so it's ready to go? Alright, here we have the latest Gill personal rescue knife. It's got all the nice features, clips, etc. It's got a nice hook cutter in there where you can even replace the blade, believe it or not. It's got a glass cutter here at the end, so if you had it, you could actually crack the glass. Here we have the Gerber Easy Out Rescue. Really simple knife, reasonably priced. This is all you need. It's a one-handed opening. Blade completely serrated. Believe me, that's going to cut. It's got the locking piece here for keeping it locked open when you need to close it. Off you go. Clip, lanyard. Let's try one-handed opening here. Cutting. Obviously blunt tip. Nice little knife. This is a Gerber Hinder Rescue. Not sure it was designed entirely for marine environment, but it was certainly designed for an outdoor environment. And this has got a lot of neat features. It comes with a whole bunch of various pieces, screwdriver heads, etc., Allen heads that fit in here. But again, it's a folder. It's got a nice different piece to close it up. It's even got a hook built into it. It's that whole hook concept of getting a piece of line, get it right in there, rip it. It's got the clip, which you can switch sides with it. Glass breaker, serious glass breaker. It's even got a piece where you can do a piece for opening dive tanks, believe it or not. So, but it's still going to do the job. One-handed, ready to go. Here we have a straight blade. Hopefully this is something you already have on your boat, and I'm telling you about it now. Straight blades are required in most categories of offshore racing. They're, readily available in your cockpit, strapped to the vang, etc. This one has straps you could go around your leg or wherever. Straight blades should have a sheath. This is a nice one, plastic. Remember, it's going to be easier pulling them out if it's a stiffer sheath. Straight blade, no folder. They obviously worked on the grip nicely. I mean, no problem holding that guy. Serrated blade the whole way. This one didn't really have a blunt tip as much. This actually is the Jump Master. I believe it was meant for jumping out of airplanes, parachute, etc. But still, really should have a lanyard on these things. But here is the gill, straight blade in its own sheath. Just press and pull. Nice hard sheath. Straight blade, definitely the blunt tip. Not going to happen. They don't go with a serrated on this side. They do a little serration here. Got a little hook there, so you could clip, catch something and rip it. But really nice. Doesn't weigh much. It's got some weight though. It's definitely got some weight, but it's strong. Like it. Here we have a Gerber. I think they call this the River Shorty. Very simple. Put it through your belt loop, however you want to attach it. It's got some resistance, so it's not going to fall out easily. But it's not a long blade. But yeah, definitely sharp, serrated. It's got some. But this, I believe, was designed more for river rafting, kayaking, etc. But obviously very applicable to offshore sailing as well. But it's a really nice. The short length really would make it nice as a personal straight blade. Don't rule that option out. Folders are great, but when you pull a straight blade out, it's ready to cut. There's no opening or anything. It's ready to go. Easily stowed. Here we have a safety cutter range. So these are emergency knives. No other reason other than you're in deep trouble. So gill, decline. This is really more of a kiteboarding. Was designed for kiteboarding. And the spin lock is all pure safety. So basic features. Very small cutting blades inside here, but protected. You got to work to get your finger in there to cut yourself. So reasonably safe as knives go. Okay, let's demonstrate a little cutting here. You grab it. It's got the lanyard. It's ready to go. Nice. So the cutters, this is something you always have on you. It's simple, it's inexpensive. You're grabbing it in a pinch, halyard, whatever you got. Boom. Here we have the original safety knife, the Laracas safety knife on loan from Team 1. Whew, look at this thing. Heavy. It's a piece of artwork. But funny thing, it has all the stuff that you need. It's got a blunt tip, sharp blade, functional. You can twist stuff in there. Hold it well. Why should you carry a knife? Think of it as the most important piece of safety equipment you can own.